Yeah, the guy yesterday handed me 22. I'll know as soon as somebody starts talking.
Wait, is that your microphone?
No, that's the camera's microphone. That was like, this is that's what I have going for ambient. So do you have the stage mic live right now? Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's your
Yeah. So like channels 1 and 2 were left and right out of this. Yeah, so I got here like way late. They told me to start at 7. I got here like 10 minutes ago. Okay, I've got a backup microphone. I've got a plan here. Appreciate you looking into it for me.
Welcome, class of 2026 graduates and guests. Graduates, Please take a moment to turn around and find your guests and wave and acknowledge them. All right, graduates. All right, graduates, you may now take your seats. All right. Good evening. My name is Michelle Lewis. I am the proud principal of Columbus Alternative High School. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to set the expectations for our ceremony. Graduation is a formal event designed to celebrate and recognize the accomplishments of each of our scholars. It is an event that we will all remember. In order to honor this event appropriately, we ask that you take a respectful amount of time to clap and cheer as your graduate's name is called. Every graduate and their support system has waited for this moment, and we cannot replay or rewind the moment a scholar's name is called. This is their moment, and I am asking that we respect all graduates and their guests. At this time, I also request for everyone to put their electronics on silent, vibrate, or do not disturb, so we have a disruption-free ceremony. I want to thank you all in advance for your cooperation in honoring the sanctity of this event. At this time, I would like to take a moment to introduce the distinguished guests joining us on stage. Guests, when I introduce you, please stand and remain standing. Starting on my right, Dr. Zachary Duberstein, Interim Area Superintendent, Region 6. Dr. Aaron Moore, CAUS Assistant Principal. Miss Marion Bryant, CAUS Assistant Principal. Miss Elizabeth Sochek, Mr. Evan Spooner, Mr. Kevin Jennison, Miss Lizeth Espinosa, and Miss Rhonda Claiborne. Give them a round of applause. On my left, Dr. Angela Chapman, Superintendent of Columbus City Schools. Columbus City School President, Mr. Shannon Harden. Dr. Tina Pierce, Columbus City Schools Board of Education. Mr. Michael Brown, Columbus City Schools Chief of Communications and Engagement. Please give a round of applause for our guests who are here to celebrate with you today. Also seated with us on stage are our student speakers and our staff, who you hear through or see throughout the evening. We are grateful for everyone who has supported our CAUS class of 2026 graduates and are overjoyed to share this evening together. Thank you.
Good evening, CAUS family. I am Paula Millan Trujillo, and this fall I will attend the University of Minnesota to study mortuary science. As we begin this event, we acknowledge that the land we currently occupy is ancestral and contemporary territory of the Shawnee, Miami, and Peoria people. Please take a moment to honor and respect the enduring relationship that exists between these people and the nations on this land. We'd like to introduce the CAUS Chorale who will perform the Black National Anthem. You are invited to join us in singing. Please stand at this time. At this time, those who are willing and able, please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the Republic of the States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the national anthem performed by the Cause Chorale and accompanied by the Cause Graduation Ensemble.
Good evening, Cause families. My name is Anna Oseusu, and this fall I'll be attending Columbus State Community College to study digital design and graphics and web development. Dr. Angela Chapman's journey as a public educator spans over 25 years, leading to her appointment as the 22nd Superintendent/CEO of Columbus City Schools. Dr. Chapman believes providing high-quality education is a civil right that empowers students and transforms communities. As a parent with a son who is also part of Columbus City Schools, she embraces the responsibility of shaping a brighter future for every student. With a diverse background in education and a doctorate in curriculum and instruction from Tennessee State University, Dr. Chapman's impact is deeply felt. She joined Columbus City Schools in 2019 as the Chief of Transformation and Leadership, where she introduced innovative strategies to enhance school leadership and regional support. Her vision for strong learning communities drove the successful implementation of the district's strategic plan, ensuring equitable opportunities for all students. In addition to her role as an educational leader, Dr. Chapman is a proud advocate for fair and equal funding to provide high-quality education to all students. She recognizes that public education is not just a choice, but a fundamental right, transcending zip codes and backgrounds. Dr. Chapman's leadership nurtures an environment where every student is valued, loved, and supported to thrive. As Columbus City Schools strives to be both the city and district of choice, her leadership shines as a beacon of hope and progress. Her dedication to leveling the playing field and creating stronger schools paves the way for stronger communities, highlighting the interconnectedness of education and societal well-being. Under her guidance, we are poised to achieve a transformative impact on our students' lives and our city's prosperity. Please give a warm welcome to Dr. Chapman.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2026 commencement for Columbus Alternative High School. Let's give it up for our grads tonight. And to our grads, look at you, dressed up in your caps and gowns, surrounded by the people who love you. At this time, I'd like to recognize those who have walked alongside you and supported you in reaching this important milestone. So grads, I need your help. One more time, let's give a round of applause to your families, friends, staff members, your whole village. A little bit louder. There we go. There we go. Our family, friends, loved ones, staff members, they are the true MVPs too. A steady presence standing by your side through the highs and lows, offering a listening ear when you needed those late night pep talks. These are the people who celebrated your wins and who reminded you of your why. This moment belongs to them too. And graduates, tonight we celebrate you, not just because you're wearing a cap and gown, but because of everything it took to get here. This year, you showed us what CAS students are made of. You handled the assignments, the presentations, exams, deadlines, the senior year decisions, and all of the pressure that comes with preparing for life after high school. And through it all, you kept showing up. You showed up with brilliance and creativity, with opinions, fresh ideas, many questions, lots of personality, and the confidence to be yourself. Yes, CAS is known for academic excellence, but it is about you, our scholars, who bring this to life. Scholars who think critically, who challenge ideas and care about the world around them. Scholars who know how to work hard, support one another, and still find a way to make memories along the way. Serena Williams once said, "Everyone's dream can come true if you just stick to it and work hard." Class of 2026, you did just that. You stuck with it. When senior year felt long, you stuck with it. When the work piled up, you stuck with it. When plans changed, when life got busy, when the next step felt exciting and overwhelming at the same time, you stuck with it. And now look around. It looks like CAS's greatness is in full view. Graduates, we are so very proud of you and your accomplishments this year. We are proud of the work you've completed, the goals you've reached, the growth you showed, and the way you represented your school. But even more than that, we are proud of who you are becoming. You are thoughtful, you are talented, you are highly capable, and you are ready to take everything you've learned here and use it in your own way. So tonight, enjoy this moment. Take the pictures, hug your people, celebrate loudly, smile big. You've earned every bit of this joy. Class of 2026, you made it happen. Congratulations, Columbus Alternative High School grads. We are so proud of you, we believe in you, and we cannot wait to see what you do next. Thank you.
Principal Michelle Lewis has spent 23 years in education, beginning her career as a high school Spanish teacher before entering administration in 2014. For the past 10 years, she has served as the assistant principal at CAUSE before recently being named the principal for the 2025-2026 school year. During undergraduate at Marshall University, she studied Spanish education. Her graduate studies were completed at Concordia University, Chicago in educational leadership. In addition to her servant leadership in education, Michelle is a valuable member of her community and enjoys spending time supporting her 3 children in their numerous activities. When reflecting on what makes CAUSE a unique learning community, Ms. Lewis wholeheartedly values the relationships that students and educators form to continue exploring their excellence. Please welcome CAUSE Principal, Ms. Michelle Lewis, to the podium.
Good evening again. Distinguished guests, parents, faculty, and of course, our CAUSE grads. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as we celebrate the incredible achievements of the CAUSE class of 2026. Today marks a significant milestone in the lives of our graduates, and it's a day that each of us will remember for years to come. I want to take a few moments to share some class of 2026 highlights. Instead of trusting my own intuition, I was inspired by a few of your fellow scholars to consult their most trusted advisor, Chatty. You know who I mean. Chatty helped me compile the following list, so it's totally random, of student highlights. The class of 2026 has 22 candidates from the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program. Please stand so that we can recognize you and your hard work. Thank you. Our seniors have accumulated over 45,292 internship, community service, and employment hours. Give it up for yourselves. This class has 31 valedictorians. Please stand and be recognized for your academic accomplishments of 4.0 or higher. Thank you, guys. Here's just a few singular highlights. Ashaya Allen completed an internship with a professional tax service while earning certifications through Fort Hays Career Center, attending CCP classes, and participating in track and field. Nevaeh Baker balanced academics with athletics by competing on a Special Olympics basketball team while completing internship with both Donatos and a local bank. Ibrahim Bonke earned second place in a national welding competition with the Ohio State University Welding Engineering Program, while also being active in orchestra, chess club, and multiple internships. Esther Kim, a valedictorian, is a musician, athlete, student leader, and a first-generation college-recognized scholar, all while excelling in AP, IB, and College Credit Plus coursework. Lincoln Lewis, a valedictorian, was recognized as the top scholar in both science and mathematics while balancing athletics, church leadership, and internship experiences. Marcus McCullough, a National Merit finalist, supported younger students by facilitating workshops with both CAUSE and Metro Middle School scholars as part of his internship experience with Mezzacello Urban Farms. Some of you know the Rooster, and a few staff also became good friends with the Rooster. Miriam Rule She has been recognized as most likely to become president while serving as Student Senate co-president and excelling in multiple academic and service areas. She's running here right now because just a little bit ago, and maybe still, is running the 1,600-meter race at the State Track and Field Regionals. So let's give it up for her when she runs in. I am proud of each and every one of you, and I could stand up here all night, but again, Chatty helped me, so they're totally random. Don't get mad at me, okay? I'd like to ask the cause faculty and staff to please stand and be recognized by our caregivers and students for your dedication and hard work. Cause staff, please stand. Specifically, although they were not able to join us this evening, I hope they're watching from home, I would like to honor Mr. Kevin Geig, Mr. Andy Gwen, and Mr. Sam Richardson, who retired this year. Yes, give it up for them. And finally, if you are a caregiver, if you could stand at this time, my caregivers of a cause scholar, thank you for sharing your scholars with us. You have supported them in their academic, extracurricular, and social-emotional journeys. Let's give it up for your parents and your caregivers. All right. Graduates, this is your moment. You have persevered, adapted, and risen through challenges while embracing the opportunities that came your way. Today, we celebrate more than your academic success. We celebrate the strength, growth, and determination that have shaped who you are. As you transition from cause student to cause alum, remember, your story is just beginning. Continue to pursue excellence with courage and curiosity. Like the Pegasus, rise with purpose, grounded in your values, but unafraid to explore new heights. The world is waiting for your voice, your talent, and your impact. I'm so proud of you, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Hello, my name is Atira Saba, and I'll be attending the University of Toledo to major in pharmaceutical science. Each year, seniors are encouraged to audition to deliver the commencement speech, one that speaks of their successes, challenges, and hopes, one that resonates with the occasion, challenging each of us to reflect, but also to be forward-thinking and compassionate in our next endeavor. Please join us in welcoming our first class of 2026 student speaker, Howard Rashid, who will be attending DePaul University this autumn to double major in neuroscience and psychology.
Good evening, everyone. Before I begin, I'd like everyone to breathe with me. If you really think about it, none of us were supposed to be here. Cause is a lottery school. We didn't test in, we didn't compete to get here. Our names were picked at random, and somehow we all ended up in the same place. In freshman year, they put all of us in humanities. We didn't know each other like that yet. Some of us barely even knew ourselves. But we stood in that classroom performing African folktales, trying to project our voices, trying not to mess up, trying to figure out where we fit in. We read Julius Caesar. We learned how to speak in ways that felt unfamiliar at first, in front of a class, in front of each other. And maybe we didn't realize it then, but that was the beginning of all of us finding our voices. Sophomore year, we started to split a little. Some of us took American Humanities. Some of us took APUSH. Different classes, different teachers, but somehow we were still connected. We all read The Great Gatsby. We all talked about dreams, about identity, about what it means to chase something you're not even sure is real. And even if we didn't say it out loud, we were all starting to think about our own futures too. Then during junior year, we really went our separate ways. Some of us chose Fort Hays, some of us chose Columbus downtown, some of us took a leap and did College Credit Plus, and some of us stayed right here at Cause. Our schedules didn't match anymore. We weren't always in the same classrooms. We weren't always seeing the same people every day. Even as we spread out into different buildings, schedules, and paths, there was still something connecting all of us. We were still Cause students, still part of the same community. I remember when I first found out about Cause. No sports, no AC. I didn't really understand what made this school so different, but now I understand. Because what we do here goes beyond that. I've seen students stand up and speak at city council meetings. I've seen people advocate, organize, and fight for things that actually matter. We are brave, we are courageous, and we stand up for what is right. We have integrity. And that's what makes this school so special. It's not just where we learn, it's where we learn how to use our voices. And honestly, a lot of us didn't realize how much Cause prepared us until we stepped into spaces outside of this building. Some of us entered college classrooms through CCP and realized we had already spent years learning how to think deeply, how to speak confidently, write analytically, and challenge ideas. A lot of what intimidated other students felt familiar to us. We all have our favorite teachers, our favorite classes, our favorite memories. Running through the hallways, trying to finish our Shakespeare quotes, stressing over assignments, laughing during moments we didn't think would matter as much as they do now. And for a lot of us, there were also people who helped us carry through these years, friends who stayed, teachers who listened, families who supported us even when things were difficult. People who reminded us who we were when we started forgetting it ourselves. I know I personally wouldn't be standing here today without some of those people. So before we leave this chapter behind, I want to thank my family, my friends, my very close friends, my best friend Ray, and Dr. Richardson for supporting me through one of the hardest years of my life. Your kindness, your patience, and belief in me mattered more than you probably realize. I know a lot of us can think of someone who helped us keep going too. And through all of this, there was something we were all trying to figure out. Who we are, who we're becoming, where we belong. In Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse, there's a line that says, "Knowledge can be communicated, but not wisdom. One can find it, live it, but one cannot teach it." And I think that's what these 4 years have really been. Not just learning, but living. Because no teacher, no class, no assignment could fully teach us who we are. That is something we have to experience for ourselves. And at the same time, we were also learning something just as important, how to become an individual. In Anthem by Ayn Rand, there's a line that says, "I am, I think, I will." And I think that's what we've been doing these past 4 years. Learning how to think for ourselves, learning how to make our own choices, learning how to decide who we want to be, even when everyone around us is going in different directions. Because even though we started here together, we didn't become the same person. We became ourselves. And thinking back even further, graduates, how many of us remember going to Scholastic book fairs in elementary school? Raise your hands. The smell of new books, the posters, the chocolate-scented calculators, invisible ink pens, and little gadgets we begged our parents to give us money for. And somewhere in the middle of it all, there was always that one message. Read every day, lead a better life. At the time, it just felt like something printed on a poster. But now I think we understand it differently. Because reading wasn't just about books, it was about perspective and growth. About learning how to see the world and ourselves in new ways. And one thing these 4 years has taught us is that strength doesn't always look the way we expect it to. Sometimes, strength looked like speaking up. Sometimes it looked just like getting through the day and showing up anyways. And sometimes it meant realizing you didn't have to handle everything alone. I know some of us didn't think we'd make it this far. A lot of people went through loss, pressure, uncertainty, and things they couldn't always explain to other people. And for those who feel scared about the future or feel like they haven't done enough, I want you to know you're not alone in that. Every single person here has struggled with something, and every single person here kept going. And that is something to be proud of. Even now, I don't think any of us has everything figured out. But maybe that was never the point. Maybe the point wasn't to have one clear path, but to become people who can handle whatever path comes next. Because these 4 years didn't just teach us information, they changed us. So as we leave cause, we're not all going in the same direction, but we are all leaving ready to grow, ready to adapt, and ready to become more than we were when we first got here. And that is enough.
The CAUS class of 2026 is so remarkable that faculty selected 3 class speakers. Hawa and our next speakers captured the spirit of CAUS, and their message will stay with us for years to come. Please welcome our second CAUS class of 2026 student speaker, Asher Brill, who will attend Ohio State University this autumn to major in public policy and sports management.
Good evening, class of 2026, staff and guests. Or perhaps, in true cause fashion, I should say friends, Romans, and countrymen. I'm honored to speak for you today. Last summer, I spent a day with my family at the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Northeastern Ohio. One exhibit was supposed to be a motivational speech about the halftime of your life. And after this, my brother, who was 11 at the time, looked at me and said, "I sure hope this isn't the halftime of my life." And this comment made me think of high school. Our cause experiences have all looked different, and we've all had our share of ups and downs. For us, all together, the class of 2026, we have battled pandemic, academic challenges, a building without air conditioning, and we're the last class that can say that, and on occasion, a goose in the hallway or a ceiling tile falling on our heads. And I would sum up our time in cause with all its challenges and joy and the words of Billy Joel. They say these are not the best of times, but they're the only times I've ever known. And just because we've persevered through high school doesn't mean we're at the halftime of our lives. Instead, we're at the starting line to our future. No matter where you go from here, college, the military, the workforce, there are so many opportunities to come. Starting now, you never have to start classes at 7:30 in the morning. You never have to take an IB exam again. And hopefully, you can eat lunch at a normal time instead of 10:15 in the morning. Because we're no longer in high school, we have access to more opportunities. We have freedom to pursue things that we're passionate about, and we've gained a degree. This newfound independence does come with responsibility, and now it's up to us to pursue all these opportunities at our fingertips. I know we will work hard to find and persevere through the challenges of these new places. We all sat next to each other in freshman humanities, and I've seen the hard work that each and every one of you have put in, which has paid off. Those Caesar quotes, English orals, and everything in between have shaped our characters, and I know we will continue to apply these skills in the future. I remember awkwardly trying to practice my griot script as a freshman, and that practice in public speaking prepared me for tonight, standing here in front of all of you. Each step we have taken through our cause journey has prepared us for things we're going to do in the future. I have no idea where we will all end up, but I do know that whatever happens, we're going to do great things. So, in a few minutes, when you receive your diploma, remember, you're not reaching the halftime of your life, but instead poised and ready to step into your future. I will leave you again in the words of Billy Joel. Life is a series of hellos and goodbyes, and I'm afraid it's time for goodbye again. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2026.
Please welcome our final Class of 2026 student speaker, Kaylin Sa, who will attend the University of Dayton this autumn to major in pre-med.
Good evening, everyone. Family, friends, teachers, and most of all, the class of 2026. Where did all the time go? It feels strange standing here. I've waited for this day for what feels like forever. Counted down the tests, the homework, the days left in our senior year. And now that it's here, part of me wishes time would slow down, or maybe even stop for just a moment. 4 years ago, I sat in the audience of a very similar ceremony, watching my older sister graduate. I remember feeling proud, excited, and honestly, a little overwhelmed imagining my own future. During her ceremony, my mom leaned over and whispered in my ear, "When you graduate, I want to see you give a speech." So here I am now, giving her her long-awaited speech. At the time, it felt like such a distant moment, something that belonged to a version of me I hadn't met yet. But standing here now, I realize how fast time flies and how much can change in just 4 years. I started high school with fear following me wherever I went. I was afraid of speaking, I was afraid of judgment, I was afraid of failure. But over time, I realized that the best version of myself was standing on the other side of fear. The person standing here today, reading you all this speech, only exists because I learned to keep going despite being afraid. And I'll be honest, fear doesn't always go away. In fact, she's probably standing next to me right now, waiting for me to mess up so she can say, "I told you not to do it." But sometimes, you just have to do it afraid, and that is courage. Every one of us has a story of how we got here. Different challenges, different dreams, different paths, but somehow those paths cross together in the same hallways, same classrooms, and led us all to this moment together. Because this, right now, is one of the last times that we'll all be together like this. We grew up in hallways where we first learned who we were, where we made friends who became family, where we failed, succeeded, embarrassed ourselves, laughed too loud, cried silently, and somehow kept going. Even when things weren't perfect, when life was messy, or we were just tired of it all, we showed up for ourselves and we showed up for each other. And that's what makes this moment so hard. Graduation isn't just the beginning, but it's also an ending. And endings hurt, even when they're wrapped in caps and gowns and smiles. We're saying goodbye to routines we once hated, but will grow to miss. To teachers who saw more in us than we saw in ourselves. To friendships that might not survive the distance. To the version of ourselves who are still figuring it all out. But maybe that's what makes this goodbye so meaningful. It means it mattered. So tonight, as we toss our caps and pretend we're not crying behind these smiles, let's remember that this is not the end of our story. It's just the end of a chapter, one that will always live in our hearts, no matter where we go or who we become. Tonight, I hope every single person here can look at themselves and see how far they've come, because every single one of us has something worth celebrating. Before I close, I want to thank the people who've been by my side through it all, starting with my family. Jason, you taught me to pursue my dreams no matter what obstacles stood in my way. You're always so determined in everything that you do. It reminds me of my strengths and the reason why I started. Selena, you taught me how to be free, how to laugh, how to let go, and how to fully be myself without fear. You reminded me that life isn't just about surviving, but it's also about truly living. Jonathan, you've been by my side through some of the toughest moments in my life. When I was searching for light, I didn't realize I was looking in all the wrong places, because you were my light all along. Through the kindness and the love that you've shown for me, you taught me how to care for others and how to be there for the people that I love. Mommy, for 4 years, I've been trying to figure out what I could possibly say tonight that would be enough to thank you for all that you've done for me. But I don't think words could ever fully explain it. You sacrificed so much, you carried so much, and still somehow made sure I always felt loved, protected, and cared for. Everything that I am today carries a piece of you with it. Every strength that I have, I learned from watching you. Even though I'm standing here graduating, stepping into a new chapter of my life, a part of me will always be your little girl, forever grateful for every lesson, every hug, and every prayer you gave me. So tonight, this moment is just as much yours as it is mine, because without you, I would not be standing here. I want you to know that no matter where life takes me or how old I become, I will always stand beside you, just as you stood beside me. All 4 of you are the very air that I breathe, my conscience, my strength, my foundation. So I thank you for being my home, even when life felt heavy. And to my friends, Comfort, Leal, Fatuma, Soteria, Anna, and Rick, thank you for listening to me, for standing by me, and for giving me memories that I can now carry with me forever. Thank you for your friendship, your laughter, and for being there through every high and low. You made this journey lighter, and I will forever be grateful for each of you. And finally, to my fellow graduates, I'm going to miss all of you. Even if we never spoke directly to each other, I'll miss the small, ordinary moments we shared every day. The crowded hallways, the lunchroom conversations, and simply existing in the same space together. And maybe years from now, when all of this is a distant memory, we'll pass each other again. Maybe we'll stop, smile, and reminisce about the memories that we made at Cause. But as we go our separate ways, I hope you find joy in the unknown, strength in the hard moments, and peace in knowing that this bittersweet, beautiful chapter will always be ours. Congratulations, class of 2026. We made it, and we are just getting started. At this time, the Cause Chorale will perform Remember Me from the 2017 Disney Pixar film, Coco.
Good evening, COS family. My name is Comfort Blankson, and this autumn I would be attending Otterbein University and I will be majoring in nursing. Born and raised on the south side of Columbus, Council President Shannon Hardin is committed to building an equitable future that works for every resident in our city. After being appointed to council to fill a vacancy, in 2014, he won election in 2015 and re-election in 2017, 2021, and 2023. As Council President Hardin is focused on preparing a new region for the growth of nearly 1 million new neighbors over the next 25 years with a targeted strategies across housing, transit, workforce, safety, and other issues. Over his time, Council Hardin has championed many initiatives. He's helping lead the Link Us plan to transform public transit in Columbus, which will build out 5 rapid bus routes and invest in 500+ miles of greenways, sidewalks, and protected bike lane. He has also championed the Columbus Promise, which allows Columbus City School graduates to attend Columbus State College for free in partnership with I Know I Can. Hardin also helped craft the Reimagine Safety legislative package that established independent inspectors, general-driven package, and investigation into police uses of force, reformed other practices, and made critical investment in the root causes of crimes like expansion or funding for summer youth program. He has overseen investment in alternative programming. He has also overseen investment in alternative safety response, which would provide clinical and non-uniform safety response to mental health, substance abuse, homelessness-related, and other crises that does not benefit from a police response. President Hardin chairs the rules and policies of housing, homelessness, building committees, and vice chair for both zoning and workforce. He is also a proud member of the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity and attends the Mount Everest Olive Church. Please welcome President Shannon Hardin.
Thank you so much, Comfort. Would you give it up for Comfort again for me? I promise I was not nervous until I heard from Awa, Asha, and Kaylin. So thank you, class speakers, for making me nervous. Give it up for our class speakers as well. To the graduates, I'm so excited to be here. To the Columbus COS family, to the parents, to the alumni, to the staff, thank you so much. Let's give it up for the folks who are supporting our graduates tonight. Dr. Chapman, thank you so much for having me. Principal Lewis, thank you so much for having me. Dr. Pierce, thank you so much for your leadership on Columbus City School Board. Let's give it up for the graduates one more time. I know through good experience what you have gone through. Graduates, you made it through prom. You made it through senior breakfast. You made it through senioritis. You made it through all those internships and the summer reading. You made it. You made it through freshman humanities, all the way to FAFSA applications. You made it from those unknowns that you felt 4 years ago to college application letters. You made it. Congratulations. So being here tonight means something special to me. 21 years ago, I was sitting exactly where you are sitting right now. The same school, the same nervous excitement, the same questions about the future, and the same hope that you feel this evening. Back then, though, only in my wildest dreams would I ever believe that I could come back and stand before you as the Columbus City Council president and give this speech. I was just a kid from Southfield. I was just a kid from Columbus City Schools, the son of a mother who was the front desk clerk at City Hall. We didn't have everything, but we had faith, we had community, and we had people who believed in us. Truth is, this school believed in me. Recently, I heard a commencement speech that it resonated with me. It said, "The pursuit of higher education is a reminder that the version of ourselves that we are today is not the final version. In other words, your beginning does not determine your ending. Where you start is not where you have to finish." 21 years ago, when I gave a graduation speech for my class, I told a story, a fable about an eagle who thought he was a chicken. So to Ms. Gilchrist and Ms. Thornburg and Ms. Foley, get ready, you're about to hear it again. Some of you may know this story. It's a story about an eagle who somehow ends up, an eagle egg who somehow ends up in a chicken's coop. The eagle hatches surrounded by chickens, grows up to be a chicken, scratches the ground with the chickens, and spends its whole life believing it can never fly. One day that eagle looks up and sees another eagle soaring high above the mountains. And that eagle asks, "What is that?" The chicken replied, "That's an eagle, but don't worry about that. You're a chicken like us." And so the eagle goes about scratching the ground, never realizing who it truly was. 21 years later, I come back to tell you this. Do not let the world convince you that you were born to stay grounded. Some of you have already survived things that folks twice your age could never handle. Some of you carried responsibilities while trying to finish homework. Some of you worked jobs. Some of you helped raise siblings. Some of you battled anxiety, loss, instability, or even doubt. And yet you're still here. My generation had George Bush. You had Donald Trump. We had 9/11 in the Iraq War. You had a global pandemic, George Floyd, Israel, Gaza, Venezuela, an insurrection, the Iran war, tariffs, AI, the ICE, and fears about what comes next. Does that make you tired? It makes me tired. And yet you kept going. That tells me something important about who you are. It tells me that you already have all that strength built up in you. You are soaring right now, and you are strong enough to answer anything that comes your way. So the question for you no longer is, are you strong enough? You already answered that question. The question for you now is, will you believe in your ability to soar before the world gives you permission to? Because too often this world will try to define you before you define yourself. It will tell you what your neighborhood means about you. It will tell you what your zip code means about you, what your mistakes mean about you, what your skin color means about you, what schools you go to means about you, or what your sexuality means about you. Don't accept small visions of yourself. You are eagles. Well, actually, we're Cos, so we're Pegasus. And definitely not chickens, though. Being a politician in these times is not easy. Too often we are responding to social media posts saying the most vile things, not about policy, but divisive attacks about other people. Too often we've been taught to fight each other for scraps instead of working together for abundance. We get pushed into blaming one another instead of asking bigger questions about the systems around us. The real challenge is a system that too often leaves people struggling. A system that tells young people there's not enough opportunity, not enough hope, not enough room at the table. A system that too often cuts investments in public schools, in healthcare, and working families while asking young people to simply figure it out. And when we spend all of our energy fighting one another, North Side versus South Side, Jew versus Christian or Muslims, boomers versus Gen Z, we stop paying attention to the deeper inequities that hold people back in the first place. So instead of tearing each other down, we have to squat up. We have to take care of one another. We have to build back community. We have to build up friendships, and we have to build out networks, because none of us make it alone. We must be our brother's keeper. We must be our sister's keeper, because there will be no success if we are fighting in a boat with a hole in it. We will sink together. Community can and will save us. I know this because community saved me. Relationships opened doors for me. And in a world where we were increasingly isolated by screens, algorithms, social media, and devices, real relationships matter more than ever. Relationships will carry you farther than talent alone ever can. And after I left here 21 years ago, I went to Morehouse College. a place that shaped me and challenged me to think bigger. And years later, I became the president of Columbus City Council, helping to lead the same institution where my mom once answered the phones. But when I think about that journey, from Southfield to Cos, from Cos to Morehouse, from Morehouse to City Hall, none of it happened alone. It happened because people invested in me, because public education mattered, because relationships matter. Only because of Columbus City Schools, higher education, and those deeper relationships could I rise to the position that I'm in today. And when you experience that kind of opportunity in your own life, it changes how you think about leadership. You start asking yourself, how do we create more ladders for other people? How do we make sure opportunity is not reserved only for people born into wealth or privilege or the right zip code? That is why the policy that I am most proud of after more than a decade on City Council is the Columbus Promise. We have some Columbus Promise scholars here tonight. Because at its heart, the Columbus Promise is about belief. Opportunity should not only belong to people born into wealth or privilege. The Columbus Promise was built on a simple but powerful idea that every young person in this city deserves a real shot at higher education. Not just some students, not just students with perfect grades, not just students from certain neighborhoods, but all students. Leadership should invest in ordinary people and believe extraordinary things will follow. Because talent is everywhere, but opportunity is not. And part of our responsibility is to close that gap. So I know some of you sitting here in this audience are poised to be Columbus Scholars. Maybe not all of you, but some of you will. Some of your friends, some of your church members. My deepest hope is that you leave here tonight believing your wildest dreams can still come true. Because it was improbable dreams that kept freedom marchers marching. It was impractical dreams that pushed ordinary people to challenge injustice. It was bold dreams that changed cities, changed countries, and then changed history. So let me leave you with this question. If you knew for certain, without a shadow of a doubt, that the dream that you have inside of you would come true, what brave action would you take tomorrow? What risk would you take? What would you apply for? What would you create? Who would you help? Who would you change? Who would you defend? If failure was impossible and if success was guaranteed, what big, bold thing would you do to make this world better? Because the truth is, the people who change the world are usually not the people who have the easiest path. They are the people who decided to believe anyways, the people who kept going anyways, the people who chose courage anyways. So class of 2026, remember you are Pegasus. You are built to soar. And as you rise, take care of each other. Bring somebody with you. Be your brother and sister's keeper. Build community wherever you go. And no matter how high you fly, never give up. Never forget where you came from, because somewhere behind you is another young person watching your example and wondering whether they can do it too. Congratulations, graduates. Columbus is proud of you. Your family is proud of you. We are proud of you. Go do it, Columbus.
Right. Straighten your regalia. It's almost time. Dr. Chapman, Dr. Pierce, Mr. Brown, this is to certify that the students listed herein have successfully met all graduation requirements as established by the Columbus City Schools Board of Education and the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce. These students have demonstrated the necessary academic achievement, competencies, and credits required for the awarding of a high school diploma.
And now for the presentation of diplomas. Diplomas presented by Miss Emma Baker. Hussein Abdinor, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization. Paul Adepoju, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Addison Alm, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Valedictorian, College Credit Plus, National Honor Society. Mohammed Barji, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, National Honor Society. Tiandre Bragg, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, National Honor Society. Maximus Cates, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Arian Glover, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Valedictorian. Rain Croker, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, National Honor Society. Aries Larson, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Lily Myers, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, College Credit Plus. Gabriel Agbara, Diploma with Distinction. Aylin Rhodes, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization. Rick Sarpong, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Leishan Saunders, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Iris Vasquez Escobar, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, College Credit Plus. Diplomas presented by Mrs. Rachel Barkaloo. Felix Gasser, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Salma Katat, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Alan Licona, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Valedictorian. Cassius Norris, Diploma of Graduation. Will Toth, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization. Diploma presented by Ms. Elizabeth Baumhackel. Noel Randolph, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization. Diploma presented by Ms. Cecilia Beltran. Avi White, Diploma with Distinction with Honors with Specialization, Valedictorian, College Credit Plus. Diploma presented by Ms. Brianna Booth. Nasir Locke, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Diploma presented by Ms. Rhonda Claiborne. Innocence Carr, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Ella Mae Evans, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Diplomas presented by Mr. Isaac Coakley. Ashaya Allen, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, College Credit Plus, National Honor Society, Career Technical Education. Jesus Asamoah, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, College Credit Plus, Career Technical Education. Comfort Blankson, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Elijah Dawkins, Diploma of Graduation. Killian Hebert, Diploma of Graduation. Devon Higgins, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Jaden Hill, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Samuel Ling, Diploma with Distinction with Honors with Specialization, Valedictorian, National Honor Society. Jonas Mohammed, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Rueda Mohammed, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, College Credit Plus, National Honor Society. Marcus Ragland, Diploma of Graduation. Jessica Smith, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Miriam Welle, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Brian Wingo, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, College Credit Plus. Diplomas presented by Mr. James Fesco. Nevaeh Baker, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization. Gary Bell, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization. Dana Knott, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Tamara Reynolds, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization.
Diplomas presented by Ms. Jamie Foley. Lillian Byers, Diploma with Distinction with Honors with Specialization, National Honor Society. Samuel De Los Santos, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Valedictorian, College Credit Plus. Fena Hassan, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, College Credit Plus. Jaden Hudgens, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Victoria Levinson, Diploma with Distinction with Honors with Specialization, Valedictorian, College Credit Plus. Selim Mensa, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization. Leal Williams, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Diplomas presented by Dr. Ann Glenn. Alana Bondran, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization. Thomas Brown Jr., Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization. Samara Poland, Diploma of College Preparatory. Diplomas presented by Ms. Victoria Goodwin. Olivia Ose Adje, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program candidate. Anna Ose-Awusu, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, Valedictorian, Career Technical Education. Hawa Rashid, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, College Credit Plus, National Honor Society. Elliot Rush, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Valedictorian. Kaylin Saw, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, National Honor Society, Career Technical Education. Fatima Samate, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Fatuma Sheikh, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Diplomas presented by Mr. Dwayne Gosa. Valeria Araujo Garcia, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Tavion Cox, Diploma of Graduation. Dalia McClure, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Diplomas presented by Ms. Christina Harris. Lamaya Brock, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization. Jordan Copeland, Diploma of Graduation. Davion Dowdle, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Janiyah Locke, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Diplomas presented by Mr. Justin Higbee. Michael Brown, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Career Technical Education. DeAndre Demonia, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Markwell English, Diploma of College Preparatory. Jack Gentry, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization. Esther Kim, Diploma with Distinction with Honors with Specialization, Valedictorian, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Candidate, College Credit Plus, National Honor Society. Lincoln Lewis, Diploma with Distinction with Honors with Specialization, Valedictorian, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Candidate, National Honor Society. Beckett Ray, Diploma with Distinction. Miriam Rule, Diploma with Distinction with Honors with Specialization, Valedictorian, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Candidate, College Credit Plus, National Honor Society. Whoa. Diplomas presented by Mr. Murad Hijazin. Dowda Niang, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Soteria Saba, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Valedictorian, National Honor Society, Career Technical Education. Fonsana Thanaglyph, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Talia Watson, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Diplomas presented by Mrs. Brenna Holmes. Apshana Biswa, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Candidate, College Credit Plus, National Honor Society. Rebecca Idowu, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Candidate, National Honor Society. Summer Jade Maddox Radford, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization. Diplomas presented by Mr. Kevin Jennison.
Diplomas presented by Mr. Kevin Jennison. Nasir Ahmed, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization. Kojo Antwi, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Sydney Carroll, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization. Atara Douglas, Diploma of Graduation. Shania Gadsden, Diploma of College Preparatory, Yosrek. Yosra Katat, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Brianna Milkey, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization.
Caitlin Mosley, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Diplomas presented by Ms. Rebecca Lance. Hamzi Abdul Qadir, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization. Grace Duomo, Diploma with Distinction. Dalab Mohammed, Diploma of College Preparatory. Michaela Richards, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, College Credit Plus, Career Technical Education. DeAndre Thomas Reed, Diploma of Graduation. Diplomas presented by Ms. Michelle Lewis. Yaqub Abdurrahman, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization. Ray Abrams, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Dreama Banks, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Malachi Bell, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization. Pamela Boateng, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, College Credit Plus, Career Technical Education. Damian Brooks, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Husady Luang Pisai, Diploma with Distinction. Tufa Muhammad, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Liam Sampson, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, College Credit Plus. Ashna Sharma Parsai, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization. Lucas Skeens, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization. Iab Tedros, Diploma of Graduation. Miles Thompson, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization. Lawrence Warren, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Bilal Yusuf, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization. Diplomas presented by Ms. Brianne Manzak. Kinston Henderson, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Alexa Vaughn, Diploma of College Preparatory. Diplomas presented by Ms. Christy McCord. Isabel Escobar, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program candidate. Paula Millan Trujillo, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, National Honor Society. Elena Neal, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Valedictorian, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program candidate, College Credit Plus, National Honor Society. Beatrice Watson, Diploma with Distinction with Honors with Specialization, Valedictorian, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program candidate, College Credit Plus, National Honor Society. Diplomas presented by Mr. Scott McCoy. Miriam Abdi, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Sagal Abdi, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, College Credit Plus. Salmo Abdi Kadir, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Emanuela Frier, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization. Hodo Ahmed, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization. Kaula Ibrahim, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization, Valedictorian, College Credit Plus, National Honor Society. Nakla Muhammad, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization. Wayne Morrison, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Torin Nicholson, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Diplomas presented by Ms. Michelle Methley. Dalen Buxton Wright, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Diplomas presented by Dr. Drew Milligan. Nyla Hendricks, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Thea Lachey, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, College Credit Plus. Tyler Marcus, Diploma with Distinction with Honors with Specialization, Valedictorian, College Credit Plus.
Diplomas presented by Dr. Aaron Moore. Kellen Campbell, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Shane Kinney, Diploma with Distinction with Honors with Specialization, Valedictorian, National Honor Society. Zachary Norton, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Diploma presented by Ms. Talia Nieves Ferguson. Nairobi Jackson, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Diploma presented by Mr. Radford Noble. Marcus McCullough, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Valedictorian, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Candidate, National Merit Finalist. Diplomas presented by Dr. Colin Richardson. Holden Atkins Hanshaw, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization. Salem Ayers, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, College Credit Plus, National Honor Society. Asha Brill, Diploma with Distinction with Honors with Specialization, Valedictorian, International Baccalaureate Diploma Candidate, National Honor Society. Madison Perkins, Diploma with Distinction with Honors with Specialization, Valedictorian, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Candidate, College Credit Plus, National Honor Society. Madeline Rubel, Diploma with Distinction with Honors with Specialization, Valedictorian, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Candidate, National Honor Society. Austin Tapp, Diploma with Distinction with Honors with Specialization, Valedictorian, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Candidate, National Honor Society. Sanai Thompson, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, National Honor Society. Layla Valentine, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, Career Technical Education. Diploma presented by Ms. Samantha Smith. Carmelo Long, Diploma of Graduation with Specialization. Diplomas presented by Ms. Elizabeth Sochek. Yasin Abdirahman, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Sarah Hussein, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Candidate, National Honor Society. Benji Simmons, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Jack Vandekar, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Diplomas presented by Mr. Evan Spooner. Samira Davis, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, College Credit Plus. Hadiatu Jallo, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, Valedictorian, National Honor Society, Career Technical Education. Brooklyn Jones, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, College Credit Plus, Career Technical Education. James Coombson, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Diplomas presented by Miss Sarah Thornburg. Ibrahim Bankier, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Nagad Ised, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Emma Gabriel, Diploma with Distinction with Honors with Specialization, Valedictorian, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Candidate, National Honor Society. Adam Haynes, Diploma of College Preparatory with Specialization, Valedictorian, National Honor Society. Lunar Litfin, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Valedictorian, National Honor Society. Sydney McMullen, Diploma with Distinction with Honors with Specialization, Valedictorian, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Candidate, National Honor Society. Kristen Moeller, Diploma with Distinction with Honors with Specialization, Valedictorian, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Candidate, College Credit Plus, National Honor Society. Shayla Ochoa, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Candidate, National Honor Society. Calla Wilkinson, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Valedictorian. Diploma presented by Mr. Vincent Tubo. Cody Pauline, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, National Honor Society. Diplomas presented by Miss Alice Webb. Andrew Azabanchi, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Candidate. Ayush Biswa, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, Valedictorian, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Candidate, College Credit Plus, National Honor Society. Taylor Jones, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Candidate. Miguel Njose, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Madeline Thiessen, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, College Credit Plus, National Honor Society. Diplomas presented by Mr. Stephen Wynn. Zayden Betts Tolbert, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization, College Credit Plus. Ryan Vorvernator, Diploma with Distinction with Specialization. Diploma presented by Mr. Justin Higby. Miriam Rule, Diploma with Distinction with Honors with Specialization, Valedictorian, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Candidate, College Credit Plus, National Honor Society. At this time, please welcome Rebecca Idowu, who will attend Kenyon College to major in political science as she leads the class of 2026 in the traditional tassel turn.
Will the class of 2026 please stand? To signify our completion of high school, please move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations. We spent 4 years together in the classrooms and in the hallways of cause. As our final act as a class, let us stand together as we join the cause chorale and sing in our alma mater as for the final time as cause students.
Graduates, you may be seated. Dr. Tina Pierce, a dedicated leader and public servant, serving in her second term since being elected in 2019, Dr. Pierce is a proud Columbus native and a graduate of Beechcroft High School. Growing up in a resilient working-class family, she learned that education and hard work are keys to success, a belief she instills in her 4 children, Andrew, Malcolm, Catherine, and Michelle. As a servant leader, Dr. Pierce empowers individuals to effect positive, transformative change in their communities. She is a tireless advocate for diversity, equity, and inclusion, demonstrating a proven record of expertise and leadership in advancing education. Her commitment extends beyond her local community, where she served as president of Central Region for 2 years and immediate past president of Central Region for 1 year for the Ohio School Board Association. Dr. Pierce's focus remains steadfast on advancing education and protecting democracy for all. Demonstrating a courageous spirit and passion for building bridges between institutions and communities, Dr. Pierce founded Worth, Working Through Obstacles, Reaching True Heights, an education consulting company providing evidence-based training and programs to cultivate leadership and increase civic engagement. She is also the co-founder of the Worth Foundation, a nonprofit fostering community engagement through civic education and leadership development. Dr. Pierce values education, holding a Doctor of Philosophy in Political Science with a graduate interdisciplinary specialization in college and university teaching, a Master of Arts in Political Science, a Bachelor of Arts in Social and Behavioral Sciences with distinction in Political Science, and a Bachelor of Arts in Humanities with distinction in African American and African Studies from The Ohio State University. In 2020, she created the Dr. Tina Pierce Social Justice Scholarship to provide funding to Columbus City School graduates who have demonstrated a commitment to community engagement, social justice, or political activism. In creating the scholarship, she envisioned the formation of sustainable connections between current and past Columbus City Schools leaders. Dr. Pierce continues to leave an indelible mark on our community and beyond, fostering a legacy of social change for generations to come.
Thank you so much. I want to take a point of privilege real quick. Miriam, let's just give her another round of applause. We weren't sure if she was going to make it. She had traveled an hour, so I was one of the unfortunate parents who went to the wrong location for the regional track meet, so I know how far it is. So she traveled an hour to get here, and we're so happy that you were able to get here. Class of 2026. Yes. Before we let you go, I need to say something to you. Not as a board member, but as a CCS mother who has watched you, so many of you, who has watched this school prove something to this city, to this state, and to this country, year after year after year. Columbus Alternative High School has been recognized as one of the nation's best high schools for decades. You have earned national rankings. You have been recognized by the U.S. News and World Report. You have earned Central Region Triple Crown Awards. The College Board recognized this school as one of the only 7 in the entire country for advancement of higher level math and science for minority students. 7 out of the whole country. And through it all, the motto has never changed. COS, where excellence is our standard, not the exception. That means excellence is something you reached for on the good and bad days. It isn't just something that you pulled out when people were watching. Excellence became the floor, the minimum, the baseline of what this community expected of you and this school. You rose and you met this challenge every single day. Now, here's what I need you to understand as you walk out of these doors today. The world that you are entering into is going to test that standard. People will underestimate you. Rooms will be set up without you in mind, and opportunities will sometimes feel like they are made for somebody else. There will be days, and I want to be honest with you, when the world tries to turn your light down, don't let it. The brightest diamonds come from the darkest places. Some of you have overcome things that would have dimmed a lesser light entirely. And yet, here you are, caps on, gowns on, and ready. You were born to outshine the shadows that try to dim your light. Your shine isn't meant to blind others. It's meant to inspire them to find their own. And that is the Cause way. So, do not dim your light when you walk into rooms. Light it up. And reach back and help somebody else find their switch. Your light doesn't dim by lighting someone else's path. Remember that. Especially when you are the only one in the room who looks like you. Especially when you are the first. Especially when it's hard. Light somebody else up. Your shine will only grow. And so, before I give you your final charge, I want you to see something. My doctoral regalia did not come easy. It came through late nights and sacrifice and people who believed in me. When I was sitting in a seat just like yours, wondering if I was enough, wondering if the world had room for what I carried, it did. And the world has room for you too. So, class of 2026, I charge you with this. Don't dare dim your light. Not for comfort, not for approval, not for the room, not for the noise. Shine because you're not meant to blend in. Shine because your journey is just the beginning. Shine because every person watching you needs to see that it is possible. You left this school with excellence as the standard. Now go make it your signature. Congratulations, class of 2026.
All right, thank you. Thank you. At this time, I'm going to ask the Cause graduates to stand and the Cause staff to head back to A113. Thank you, staff. Cause graduates, I'm going to give you some instructions that are different than what we've practiced, but we're Cause scholars, right? So Cause staff, if you'll head back. Families, they will meet you on High Street at High and Vine. That's where they will be exiting the building. So if you can meet them there, we would greatly appreciate it. Cause scholars, we are going to head back to the room, remembering that we're going there to get our diplomas, and we're only there. So Ms. Foley, we're going this way, correct? Right, so Ms. Foster is at the end, please. Thank you. Follow single file line. Families, if you could remain seated for a moment until we leave.